Mobile games for the most part have been trash, but out of the enormous dumpster fire, there are a few games on the market that have been absolute bangers. I'm talking legendary status. When you walked up to school in 5th grade, you asked your friend if they played that game, and it was like, man, you already know I've been playing that game. And then you get your other buddies on that game, and then pretty much your whole class playing that one game. And over the years, a lot of those games that were once heavily enjoyed by many of us have slowly dwindled into a shell of what it once was. Pixel Gun, in my opinion, is the biggest example of a heavily beloved game becoming an absolute dumpster fire. I've already made a video going over all of the issues I have with it, so I'll just summarize it real quick. The game is a Minecraft style shooter that referenced a lot of other games and media. It was a really cool game. There was a lot of cool maps. The soundtracks still bang to this day. Everybody loved it. But around 2017, when Fortnite was popping off, the Battle Pass thing came around, and every single mobile game and its predecessor started to implement it. And even though it's been a benefit to the games long term, it's really left a lot of the players annoyed. You see, the whole reason why we play mobile games is because we can't afford console and PC games. So implementing a system that benefits you more for spending money is kind of annoying. And I know there are some mini whales out there, you know, belugas who will steal their mom's credit card and spend hundreds, maybe even thousands just to get that super cool cosmetic or skin. But to the other 95% of the player base, we just can't do that. There's also an overabundance of incredibly broken weapons that don't get nerfed. And the ones that do, they just instantly die off and are never to be used again. And it's pretty much just a cycle of update your game with an incredibly busted weapon, wait a whole month to balance the weapon to get the most money from people who want to use the busted weapon, nerf the busted weapon in the next update, and reintroduce a new busted weapon, repeat. The people constantly paying for the best weapon, you know, they may not care, but to the people who have to actually suffer from that, it makes the game really hard to play. Nobody wants to constantly complain about a specific weapon being powerful, only for you to actually listen when the damage has already been done, and then introduce another weapon, and then just go through it all over again. And the issue was, the game wasn't even that bad. It's always had its flaws, but overall the game was very enjoyable, and all the decisions the developers made over the years have just been completely unnecessary. The game used to have a ton of charm, and even though it wasn't the highest quality game, there was a lot of things in it that made it unique. Now the constant microtransactions, the battle pass, and many other flaws that I won't get into are currently in the game. It's really tarnished its reputation. It's sad to see a game I've put so much time into and really enjoyed become this mess that it is now. And for some reason, there still isn't an "Are you sure" button. Roblox is another really big example of a game just falling off over the years. And while I haven't put as much time into this game as I have with Pixel Gun, I've still played it for quite a bit. And seeing it now is very disappointing compared to how it was in 2016. The overall premise of the game has just shifted in a way that I'm sure everybody agrees is not good. A lot of the games that were popular back then seem way better than what's going on now. I remember when survive natural disasters and work at a pizza place were the top games. And they're probably still getting some traction now, but definitely not what they were getting. Now you go on and it's, ooh, sus RP and adopt me. And granted, yeah, adopt me has always been there, but still, you know what I mean. Another big issue they had was removing the oof sound. I know that it wasn't really their fault, but that was such a core part of the game. I'm sure there was probably 5% of MFs playing the game just so they can hear the oof sound. Even though the game can and has survived without it, it does suck to know that such a core part of the game is no longer there. There's just a lot of weird brain-rotty games on the platform now. And while you could argue Roblox has kind of always been cringe, it feels like it's just gotten worse and worse. Like, what happened to Meep City and Jailbreak? Why is there Brookhaven and Donate Me? Yeah, I know this game fell off. Asphalt 9 is the predecessor to the game Asphalt 8, and when I tell you this is one of the worst sequels to a mobile game ever, that is not an exaggeration. Although the graphics are way better, the rest of the game is just absolute dog water. The biggest thing I hate in mobile games are energy systems. I can't stand energy systems. They are only there to capitalize on microtransactions. Why are you going to limit me to doing 5 races and then wait like 6 hours to get 1 energy back, and also encourage me to spend $3 to refill my bar? I'm 12, you idiot. I don't have money. If I ever play a game and it has an energy system, I'm immediately deleting the app. It's a slap into the face to the people who want to commit to your game, and an even bigger slap to assume that I'm going phone and just dish out tons and tons of money to continue to play your game. Not only that, why is it so expensive to buy a car in the game? You're hindering me from grinding the game, and you're making it hard to buy the things that I need to grind for. You can't pay me $2 a week and have groceries be $20 an item. All of these could have been fixed since it's been years since I've played the game, but I doubt any of it has. Mobile games are pretty trash. There were a few outliers that we could all flock to and enjoy, and it really sucks to see a lot of those previous games become every other mobile game we collectively avoided. While there are probably still some good ones out there, I'm probably just gonna hack a lot of them anyways.